Joining us now is kidney patient Cam Kang. Cam is a resident of Penticton, and her journey with kidney disease has spanned over 20 years, but it's now entering a new phase of her journey. And Cam is here to talk to us about that. So Cam, welcome to Kidney Plugged In.
Thank you for having me.
So Cam, your journey with kidney disease began over 20 years ago with an initial diagnosis of lupus disease. Can you take us back and talk to us about how that all came about?
Yeah, so I got diagnosed with lupus over 20 years ago. At that time, they didn't know I had lupus. The doctors thought I was showing signs of joint inflammation. So they kind of said, okay, looks like rheumatoid arthritis because that runs in my family. So they sent me home with the drugs. 6 weeks later, I ended up in emergency. My blood pressure was off the roof and dizziness, headaches. Got admitted into the hospital. 2 weeks later, they told me that I had lupus. No idea what it was. Of course, you Google it and you have yourself killed in 6 months. So it was scary, overwhelming. A lot of information was kind of thrown at me. The kidney doctors were amazing there at the time. They kind of sat down, went through it all, explained it. So it's an autoimmune disease where you have your good blood cells and your bad blood cells. So my body's producing too many of the bad blood cells and they can attack any of your organs. And the cells are attacking my kidneys. So they had to do a biopsy. They knew that it was my kidneys that were affected, but they did a biopsy. They send it down to Vancouver. It takes about 2 weeks. And depending on how the blood cells rise, I guess, is kind of how I don't really know the chemical side. And that's how they told me that your kidney function should be here and it's here. So, lupus has been attacking my kidneys. So hence I have chronic kidney disease. So at the point they hit it strong and I had a couple of rounds of chemo because chemo kind of does the same thing. It kills all the blood cells and then hopefully a balance of the good blood cells start growing. And the idea is to get it into remission and keep it there. It'll never go away like you have lupus for the rest of your life. However, on the right medication, on the right diet, on the right lifestyle, hopefully we can prolong the kidneys as long as possible.
Cam, you mentioned that your diagnosis with kidney disease came as a complete surprise to you. How much did you know about kidney disease prior to the diagnosis?
Lupus never existed in my family that we know of, second, third generation, but I don't know, back in the days. Had never heard the disease, didn't, you hear about other people having issues with their kidneys and liver and other organs, but never happened to me or my family. So, you don't think about it. You don't talk about it. It's not a conversation, right?
So it was over 20 years ago that you were diagnosed with lupus disease and kidney disease shortly thereafter. So what's your journey been like over the years to get to the point to where you are now?
Yeah, so it's been a long journey, a lot of ups and downs. Over time, you sort of get to know your body, you know the symptoms, you kind of know, okay, this is happening and this happened before, and this is the end result. Check your blood pressure. Blood pressure checking is a big thing, and I'm guilty of not doing that. Regular blood work, of course, because they want to try and catch it before you have a flare. During the times that I did have a flare, it was awful. Your nausea, dizziness, you can't get out of bed, you don't want to face the day. I've had days where I've been on the bathroom floor and I've had to be, picked up because I've had no energy. Because at that time, you're not eating anything, you're not drinking, but you're dry heaving. You just, I've gone from that to I'm working full time. Once it's in remission, of course, right? You can have a normal lifestyle as long as you stay checked in. You make sure, the foods that you're eating, there's a lot of foods that you want to avoid. The Kidney Foundation has a lot of resources. They have a lot of classes. You can learn different styles of cooking, exercise, of course, lots of liquids, your regular day-to-day stuff. And then you do have ups and downs where you think, okay, I did everything right. Why am I still sick? Why is this happening to me? You go through those waves where you feel sorry for yourself, right? You're like, why me? Everybody else looks really healthy, and and of course everybody can look good but not be good on the inside, because I don't know what's going on with anybody's life personally. And even when people look at me and I'm not well, you look good. Yeah, I do. But everybody's different, right?
Explore the Kidney Wellness Hub today for more tips on building a healthier you at kidneywellnesshub.ca. Hope to see you there soon.